Good morning and welcome to day 6 on Quantum of the Seas by Royal Caribbean, our Australian cruise. And this morning we are checking out breakfast in the Windjammer, which has everything. You guys, this place is incredible. It has so much breakfast food, non-breakfast food already, and there's just so much to have. And what I do really appreciate about Royal Caribbean so far is they really do take into account people are coming from all different cultures, all different locations. So what we might have in America as breakfast food may not be what somebody has in Australia or the UK or in Asia. And I love that they're really catering to a wide variety of audiences, and they have so much food here. But anyway, let me show you what I got and how I'm starting my day here at the Windjammer. I went with a fresh made omelet, and I got mushroom, onions, and peppers with cheese. And I think ham is in there too. And then my new hyperfixation breakfast is a toasted bagel with cream cheese with sliced cucumber and red onion, and I got a hash brown because why not? Breakfast at the Windjammer was quite good this morning. I think we picked the perfect time because there was like hardly anyone there, so great choice there. We have something very unique on this cruise, or at least what Royal Caribbean has told us is very unique, is that we're going to be sailing past an island called Willis Island, and they're kind of like build this in the itinerary as something as prominent as like when we went to Alaska, we went through a couple of glaciers and they made sure to call it out on the itinerary that we would be like viewing these glaciers, and they've called it out that on this sea day that we'll be passing Willis Island. And if you were wondering what the heck that might be, I was wondering the same thing. So I did a little bit of research for you, and I'm going to show you guys what it's like to pass by Willis Island. So Willis Island is approximately 1,600 feet long and it's only 490 feet wide. It's the only permanently inhabited island of the Coral Seas Island territory. The Australian Bureau of Meteorology has a weather station on the island, and they usually have 4 weather observers on the island at any given time. The Willis Island Weather Monitoring Station was established in 1921, and it's equipped with a radio transmitter in order to provide a cyclone early warning service for Queensland in Australia. We actually just came back to our cabin and we realized we had a beautiful view just from our balcony, and we didn't have to go up at all. But they said they're going to be launching the weather balloon in the next minute or so, so that will be interesting. There goes the balloon. I'll try to zoom in on it because it is tiny and it is blue just like the sky, but it is going up now. That was a pretty interesting experience. It was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. And what I really loved is the captain actually called the meteorologist on the island, and they were talking to them over the intercom, and he was telling us a lot about the island and like different facts and like exactly what they're doing, the different animals that are on there. So it was quite informative and I really did enjoy it. We also got to see the weather balloon launch, which was pretty cool. But now it's just going to be like a typical day at sea. I think we're going to do a little bumper cars, maybe a little pool moment, which will be fun. We'll take you along for the adventure. So thanks for cruising Willis Island with us this morning. On to the next stop. We were told by some locals who cruise in Australia quite often that the reason they do this Willis Island tour like on a sea day is because it actually gets us out into international waters, which allows the cruise to be duty free. I don't know if that's actually true or accurate. I'll try to research it, but if you cruise in Australia and you know that's a fact, or if you think it's false, let me know in the comments below. We decided it was time for a little pool day because it is absolutely beautiful out. It's nice and warm and humid and the perfect weather for it. My gripe with the ship, the biggest gripe that I have had so far, are the pools. They're beautiful and they're great and there's several of them, but there's like something wrong with each one of them that makes it very annoying. One, the main pool is right next to the smoking area, which is just not my favorite, and I really wish they would move that away for people trying to enjoy their day outside at the pool. They just don't want to smell that, and like there's tons of kids around, just not my favorite. The indoor pool is also like right next to the smoking area, so when the door opens, all of the smoke comes into the room and it kind of smells like a stale casino is like how I would smell it. And it's also climate controlled, which is great, but it's actually like cold. Like it's borderline air conditioned in there, and it didn't make it very enjoyable to go in the pool. And then the solarium is probably the best of both worlds, like the best option that there is anyway. But I do actually like a bit of music, and I like the place to feel lively. So I think the solarium is the best option for us, so that is where we're gonna spend our day today. We decided to do American Icon for lunch today, which is the sit-down option. So, quick little overview of the menu. I went with the mozzarella sticks with a side of marinara sauce for my appetizer. Mozzarella sticks are tasty. They were fried cheese, so I think it's hard to mess that up. I do wish I had like some Italian seasoning in like the crumb coat, but overall, it was pretty tasty. For lunch, I went with the royal chicken sandwich, which is a crispy chicken sandwich with some spicy mayo. And then I went for a side of truffle fries, which have a very, very light hint of truffle in them. And it's not lunch without a little dessert, a little sweet treat at the end. And I went with the apple crumble, which we had at dinner the other night and is incredible. And came with a little ice cream, little a la mode. We have had a very relaxing, although productive, afternoon since we have last seen you. So we spent some time at the pool that you saw, went to lunch, came back and absolutely crashed. Took like an hour and a half, 2-hour nap, which was phenomenal. Woke up and decided that we were going to prepare for disembarkation, which is not tomorrow, but it's the next day after that. And we had received our laundry back. So we got a really good deal. A laundry bag showed up in our room a couple of days ago, and they said as much as you can fill it, we'll wash and fold it for $24.99. We took advantage because we've had this long trip, and that laundry came back today, and we thought, why put it away in like the drawers and closet just to put it in the luggage later? So we decided to go ahead and just keep out what we needed and then go ahead and get a head start on packing. So we have packed for the California portion of our trip and put away all of the dirty stuff that we no longer need. And now we are getting ready for our second Dress to Impress evening, where we are going to head to the main dining room, but we are also going to do a show tonight called Sonic Odyssey, which I have not seen and I know very little about. Of course, if I can bring you along, I will show you guys as much as I can. So yeah, I think off to Sonic Odyssey, off to dinner, and I think that's going to probably do it for today. It's been a very like relaxing, enjoyable day at sea, and we're having some beautiful weather, although the captain said tonight things could get a little rough. We were perusing the shops and they were doing a 50% off sale on t-shirts, so we got a couple of t-shirts and then also popped into Sorrento's, which is the pizza place on the ship, and got a little quick snack, a little pizza and a strawberry shortcake for me before we go to the show. Tonight's show, Sonic Odyssey, and it features one of only 2 earth harps in the world, and the strings probably don't really come through on camera. Oh yeah, they come through on camera, perfect. One of only 2 earth harps in the world. And the guy that plays it is one of only 5 people who know how to play the earth harp. That is so cool. So it's very exclusive to Quantum of the Seas. We just found out from one of the staff members that these strings that they have for the earth harp, they actually have to be replaced every single show, and it takes them about 4 hours to set up every day. That is insane. Sonic Odyssey was probably my favorite show that we've seen so far. It was very, very well done. The costuming was spectacular, the music arrangements are great, the vocalists are incredible, the dancing was great. There was no real story, but it really didn't need one, and I thought it was just overall a spectacular show, and I wish we could see it a second time because I thought it was that good. But now it's time for dinner, and I think it's a royal farewell dinner menu, which I'm very much looking forward to, so off to the main dining room. One of the biggest questions that I get in the comments and DMs all the time from you guys, my friends, my family is, one, how do I start planning a trip? And two, how do I make sure that I'm getting the best value for my hard-earned vacation? And I think one of the best ways that you can save time and money on your next vacation is by using a travel professional. Thank you for the sponsor of this portion of the Gold Cruisin series, Curly Girl Traveler. Betsy is a travel expert and can make sure that you are getting the best deal possible for your vacation and save you the stress of trip planning. As an avid Disney and cruise lover, she can make sure that your next trip to the theme parks, to an all-inclusive resort, or to the high seas is a breeze. And best of all, there's absolutely no charge at all to use her services. In fact, she may even have a few extra perks or benefits for booking with her that you won't get by booking alone. To get started on planning your trip with my friend Betsy at Curly Girl Traveler, check out the link in the description or feel free to scan the QR code on your screen. Bon voyage! And back to today's video. The Royal Night menu tonight. It's gonna be a tough one. I know I am most excited for the Baked Alaska though. I went simple for my appetizer tonight and I just went with some jumbo shrimp with a cocktail sauce. That's it. That's what I got. Shrimp review. It was like a basic, like what you would find at Publix or a grocery store. It definitely had like the texture that it had been frozen or on ice for a little bit and then thawed out. But overall, not bad. It was fine. I had the spicy shrimp jalfrezi, I think is how you pronounce the main dish. You guys, this was incredible. This was one of my favorite entrees, and I'm not really even a curry guy, but it was really delicious. They say spicy. It had the tiniest little kick to it, so I don't think it's like too spicy, but it was very tasty, and it came with naan bread, which was great. Overall, a fantastic dish. Very, very happy with it. For dessert number one, and yes, I said dessert number one, I went with a Baked Alaska, which is one of my absolute favorite desserts. And for dessert number two, I went with the classic strawberry shortcake, which looks delicious. Back to the room, and Oh, we did get a towel animal. We got a bunny tonight. He's so cute. I love this about cruising. What a lovely last final dinner in the main dining room with our dining team. They have been, you guys, they're exceptional on this cruise. They have really just blown any expectation that I had about the main dining here at Royal Caribbean out of the water. They're just incredible. Loved the baked Alaska. The strawberry shortcake was very light on flavor. I would say it was like the LaCroix of strawberry shortcakes. It had like a hint of strawberry. But what a fantastic day, from cruising on Willis Island to seeing Sonic Odyssey, my favorite show on the ship. We got a nap in, which was really, really nice, and then a fantastic dinner to cap it all off. It was just been an excellent day at sea. Perfect combination of relaxation and eating and having fun. And I hope you guys had so much fun on today's vlog too. Thank you guys so much for all the comments and love that you're showing on the other vlogs. It means the world to me, and I'm so glad that we are on this adventure together. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Make sure you guys give the video a like to fight the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you want to see more cruise and coaster content like this. Keep cruising and coasting. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.